Welcome back everyone. Today we're looking at a game between Jordan and Mr. Bean. We've got Jordan in the blue corner on the left playing as the Malay, and we've got Mr. Bean on the right playing as the Spanish. It's Empire Wars, the new game format on Age of Empires 2DE. It's on the rank ladder, and I've just been looking at some interesting games recently, looking at some of the pro players and kind of the strats that they go for, and just trying to find out the things that they go through and do on the rank ladder. So this is actually quite a fun one. I've seen parts of it already. Haven't seen the whole thing. I wanted to keep the casting fresh, but I knew it would be a good one to do. So we've got Jordan on the left, Mr. Bean on the right. Be interested to see what they open with on Empire Wars here. We've got a defensive spear for... Is that an offensive spear or is it a defensive one? Yeah, it's a defensive one from Jordan, perhaps anticipating a scout rush coming in. There's that scout coming in from Mr. Bean just to see what's what, and he's sending a forward spear as well. On the right here, Mr. Bean looks like he's getting walled up nice and early. Almost done with the walls actually. Jordan kind of a bit more open. Got that defensive spear there. Oh, actually might lose a Vil here. There's a scout chipping away. That defensive spear comes in just in time for Jordan, and he's going to get that side of the base walled up. Nicely done. He's long... sort of hunting his ibex there, and that scout is on the move. It's on the chase. Nice cape blocking the scout there, gets another hit for free, and Mr. Bean's gonna be losing that scout if he's not careful. Low on HP on that one. Both players doing well to keep their TC running. Mr. Bean's got a little bit of idle time, about 11 seconds, and is forced back home with his scout to try and keep it alive. So we're up to castle age for Jordan, so Jordan's going to be getting there first. Mr. Bean just clicked up now, not too far behind, and Mr. Bean needed to use the market for that, and there is a snow leopard going after the spearman there. Very annoying for Mr. Bean, I'm sure. He's going to attract the... he's going to attack the snow leopard. Jordan working his way to walling up there. Oh, the snow leopard's going to win. Damn. I didn't know snow leopards beat spearmen. Well, there you have it. Brutal. Alright, quite a passive game so far. Jordan is going to drop a TC on the left there on the wood line and stone, and another one as well there on the wood line and gold. So he's going to have access to lots of resources here. Mr. Bean almost up to castle age, just a kind of 50 seconds there, and Jordan getting the upgrades, bowsaw and heavy plough. Mr. Bean getting the gold mining upgrade now. So it's Malay versus Spanish. Perhaps we might see the unique units, the Karambits, and from the Spanish maybe Conquistadors perhaps. Neither player on stone just yet. But with Jordan's TC next to that stone, it'll be an easy place and drop-off point for the villagers. There we are, sending, well, yeah, quite a few villagers to stone. It looks like Karambits might be the play here. And there we are, Mr. Bean's up to castle age. Town watch coming in for Jordan and the stone mining upgrade, so he's going heavy on the stone, wants to get those castles down. Monastery, double monastery as well, so a couple of monks he's going to be getting, perhaps thinking about knights coming in from the Spanish. Spears and villagers going forward. I wonder what these villagers... Whoa, actually wait, did he buy that stone? Because... oh right, no, he's got stone here. He's got plenty of villagers on stone, so he's going to look for a castle drop. The Spanish builders are of course working extra fast to build things. Looks like he wants to get a bit of map control. It'll be quite nice to build one on the hill here. So lots of snow leopards. Snow leopards are back in action again. There he is, going after the Vils. Spearmen going to avenge their comrade early on in the game. Oh, actually, he's going to go really far forward. It looks like he's actually going to castle drop Jordan. Trying to put some pressure on him. Don't know if that's gonna work all so well. Not much he can deny. I mean, he's gonna make a way in for himself, but it doesn't deny too much. There is a wood line here, but Jordan's not using that anymore. And there's a monk behind the walls. And that castle probably will go up, but Jordan's boom is looking solid here with 58 villagers. Only 45 from Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean's gone 1 TC, so it looks like Mr. Bean wants to try and get this game done in a hurry. But Jordan's eco is way, way ahead here. Mr. Bean walling in his villagers, making sure they're nice and protected. Castle goes up. And Mr. Bean is up to Imperial Age as well behind this. But of course he doesn't really have too much of an eco. At least not as much as Jordan, of course, and he's going to try and batter down this palisade wall, which would be pretty quick to do. I wonder what he's going to go for. He's going to go for some towers. Those villagers forward. And conquistadors as well, but monks, double monastery monks, and there's a lot of monks there for Jordan. He's going to be pretty safe at home, I think. Tower will deny some of the farms, which will be a bit annoying for Jordan. But he's got plenty of real estate here on the left to be farming in. 71 villagers, almost, well, not really, but getting there to double the villager count for Mr. Bean. But Mr. Bean is up to Imperial Age, so I wonder whether Jordan is going to react to that and go to Imp himself once he notices that. He does have almost enough for a castle, so he's perhaps going to drop a defensive castle and he might get a conversion. Yeah, he gets one. He gets one. Nicely done. Going to drop a defensive castle here. Mr. Bean might be able to trap this down actually, because he's going to be able to get to Imp a lot quicker. Jordan's selling wood for some gold and is perhaps thinking about getting up to Imperial Age himself. Stone walls, stone gated behind that. More than enough monks there. Get some conversions if Mr. Bean's not careful. Plenty of resources here on the right for Jordan. 2 golds there. Let's see if he's actually got... Yeah, he's got enough gold. He's going to be running out sooner or later. That might need to expand a little bit, and there's Mr. Bean's Imperial Age coming in. Not... Yeah, he's queued up a Treb already. Treb is on the way. And he's going to try and get that castle down. Jordan does have quite a bit of stone. He might be able to repair that castle, just bide himself some time until he hits Imperial Age himself. Mr. Bean selling food, gold, just rebalancing his economy, and there's the Treb coming out now. Oh. Is that Treb taking damage? It was for a second. I don't think it is anymore. A second castle going down for Mr. Bean. Wants to get rid of this castle quick time. But Jordan's going to repair it and is going to be in himself very soon. He's getting wheelbarrow as well. Very minimal military here. But both players going for pretty quick imp time. Second trap comes out from Mr. Bean and Jordan's going to have to repair this. All hands on deck. Doesn't have any villagers on stone though, so he will run out sooner or later. He's getting some monk upgrades, block printing and illumination. And a defensive siege workshop going down for Jordan. Chemistry coming in. And a third trap coming out for Mr. Bean. But the eco's looking really strong for Jordan. If he can just hold on for a couple of minutes, yeah, well, he'll be able to afford a massive army with the eco behind this. Getting a trap of his own. We will need to look to go to another stone resource. He's got 8 villagers on stone, it seems. Oh no. And that castle actually goes down for all that repairing. He bought himself quite a bit of time though. Does have 1 trap of his own. So it looks like Mr. Bean's going for conks and trebs. Mr. Bean looking aggressive here. Defensive siege workshop. Not getting any units yet. Okay, he's getting for some bombard cannons. Like he wants to snipe some trebs. Another forward tower going down for Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean's looking good here. But that eco, it looks dangerous from Jordan. 85 villagers. Massive eco. And that tower probably won't stay up for very long with the treb there. Mr. Bean having to repair it now. Ooh, looks like some conversion action going on. Now, doesn't get any though for these conquistadors, 4 of them. And that tower will go down. Okay, so Jordan's taking this stone here. Another tower. Mr. Bean's trying to put it down. Siege engineers coming out for Jordan. Looking for that extra upgrade for the BBCs. Have they come through yet? Oh, I think they may have cancelled them for a bit. I don't see them. Are they chilling out with the monks? No, they're not. None built just yet. Mr. Bean making some good work here. That eco, can't forget it. Look at the resources in the bank for Jordan. There's 86 villagers, and yeah, the conquistadors can't get close to the villas. Always worried about getting converted. There are a lot of trebs here. 5. Is that 5? Yeah, 5 trebs for Mr. Bean. Getting rid of Jordan's market. Looks like now Jordan's going to expand here, building a TC on the right. To get that extra gold and wood that he will need, he's getting ballistics, he's getting bodkin arrow, and he's getting handcart. 13 military on the field for Jordan. Not all that much, he's going for a lot of monks. And Mr. Bean is slowly pushing now, but I wonder whether this push is a bit too slow for his liking, because the resources count for Jordan is a bit insane here. And he's also getting redemption. Jordan is getting redemption. Oh, look at the range for those monks now. Oh, light cap coming in for Mr. Bean. I like that blade, trying to perhaps snipe a monk or two. On repairing the monastery, wants to keep the monk production up. Going for elite skirmishers. Might get a conversion or two, very difficult with the scouts. Yeah, these are scouts. So many monks there. It's actually going to convert all of them. I lost a single monk there. That's insane. Another castle drop coming in for Mr. Bean. I'm not sure this one will go up this time though. Jordan could perhaps convert a villa or two, but this scouts, yeah, it might go up. This one probably will go up. And now Mr. Bean has light cab. Looking sticky for Jordan, but 88 villagers still. He's expanding here on the right. He's got a castle there. Going for trebs. Bit of an insane game here we got. Monks moving back, and Jordan just giving up a bit of that base there. Plenty of villagers. Back home, Mr. Bean's eco is at a bit of a mess. It's 1 TC, 55 villagers. Doesn't seem like he's made villages for a little while. Conquistadors getting rid of some farmers, shooting them down. And Jordan doesn't actually have any military here to protect the treb. That will slowly take down the TC. But instead Jordan is moving here on the right, focusing on where there's more gold, more stone, more wood. And is forcing down a defensive tower with a whole lot of villagers. That's a lot of villagers. $42 of them in total, and the castle goes up, but the treb is kind of out of position here. I mean, the treb could go down to the castle fire. He moves it back. And a couple of trebs out for Jordan. He's still got that one castle there. Now it's Mr. Bean is trying to frantically repair his castle. Might run out of stone very soon though. Villager count very static, 86 and 55. a nice army here for well, Mr. Bean, sorry. Jordan's got, I think he's still got those monks somewhere. Perhaps he lost, yeah, there they are. They're chilling underneath the TC with the protection there. Quite the army that Mr. Bean has. The light cav, conquistadors, 1 or 2 conquistadors, and a lot of trebs. Mr. Bean does lose that forward castle, so Jordan pushing back a little bit now, saving his eco here on the right. And Jordan might be in danger of losing his villagers here. Trying to send them around the wood line, but Mr. Bean notices it and the light cabs are there, ready to pounce. He's going to try and salvage as many villages as he can, but yeah, it's a massacre here on the left. And that vill count is actually going to die now. Jordan has had a larger villager count for a long time. But that TC won't last for very long, and these villagers are going to be all but dead. On the right now, there's lots of monks. 3 trebuchets for Jordan. Is going to make a pushback here, I reckon. We've got 3 TCs here down on the right. So plenty of TCs to boom back up if he needs to. But 70 villagers, 69 villagers now. He's losing villagers here on the left though. A lot of them as well. Looking sticky for Jordan. Look at that score. Looking tricky now for Jordan, and looks like Mr. Bean's going to rush in and try and snipe a treble two, but he can't really. Not with this number of monks there. A lot of monkeys. Pikemen as well added in by Jordan, so monk pike. And a couple of BBCs there as well, trying to snipe some of the stables. Yeah, that base on the left there for Jordan, all but gone. Gonna build a house there with that villager, keeping him active. A lot of trebs here for Mr. Bean. Or to buy the light cav. Oh, wow, Jordan's villager count has actually dropped down to lower than Mr. Bean's. 56 villagers for Jordan, 59 for Mr. Bean. A lot of gold there for Jordan. But he does have 3 TCs. Mr. Bean going for the second TC now there on the right on the wood line. But Jordan does have a decent army together now with those monks, with the BBC and the pikemen. Be interesting to see which direction this is heading. Jordan is holding on 59 villages to 59. Mr. Bean's been housed for quite a while actually, it appears. Like he's getting a 3rd TC on the left. Lots of gold and stone for him to take now. But yeah, Mr. Bean's struggling to push with this composition from Jordan with the pikemen, or halbs now. Halbs and a couple of crossbow. A skirm there. And the BBCs. He's going to try and snipe the BBC. He might. No, he doesn't. Doesn't manage it. I don't know why. I suppose he would have lost into halves. He probably couldn't dive there. And looks like Mr. Bean might lose this forward actually. He's going to lose the trebs. Not much you can do about that with the BBCs there. And the halberdiers are just going to take good fights against these conquistadors. But Mr. Bean's trying to micro it down. But look at the military now. 34 for Jordan and only 6 for Mr. Bean. Jordan's going to push back here. Actually going to push back here really well. And that's it, Mr. Bean is forced to go back, and it doesn't really have the eco, but to be fair, the eco is pretty balanced, but Jordan does have quite a lot of resources stored up in his military there. He's got lots of military, 30. So he's going to be able to push forward a little bit here. He's going to trap down the forward stables. That's production buildings, that's wood that Mr. Bean doesn't have. He's going for barracks at home, going for the supplies upgrade and long swords. Bracer is going to come in for Jordan. And he's going to rebuild that TC where the farms are on the left that he lost. Tables are going down. Village count fairly even at this point, but the military for Jordan is a lot long. Gonna get rid of the conquistadors, whatever military that Mr. Bean had. It's just 2 conquistadors. He's building outposts, Jordan, just to keep an eye on things. Want to get caught unawares. And he's going to put down a forward archery range. He's going to collect a relic or 2 as well. Mr. Bean didn't do that. A lot of relics on the map. Still to be had. Siege workshop there for Mr. Bean's going to go down as well. A lot of wood invested in the buildings, their production buildings, and it's a bit of a problem for Mr. Bean now. A couple of archery ranges going down. Looks like it's going to be ARBs, perhaps, or elite skirms. But he is getting the infantry armor upgrade as well, so we did have a think about Karambits earlier. It doesn't. He's got 1 castle. Oh, he's got 2 castles, Jordan. Got 2 castles. Could think about it. Well, I mean, he is getting squires, so he's definitely going for something infantry. Racer and elite skirms coming in for Mr. Bean. Thinking that Jordan's going to go for ARBs. Inscription coming in for Jordan. Not at all clear just yet what army composition Jordan's going to go for here. Definitely got enough castles to get Karambits out. It's getting a lot of archery ranges, perhaps for some ARBs maybe. Let's see what it goes for. Getting rid of the stables there with the BBCs. Village count very even now, 98 to 97. Mr. Bean's getting a 4th TC, he's got 4 TCs now. Quite heavy on archery ranges, he's got a university. I wonder whether it's hand cannoneers that Mr. Bean's going to go for. He's getting chemistry, so it looks like it could be hand cannoneers. And the halberdier is going to poke their way through the palisade walls. And looks like a strong position for Jordan actually now, with the military numbers at least. And looks like Mr. Bean's going to try and drop a defensive castle. Does have the elite scum upgrade. Should work fairly well against the Howls, but Jordan's got decent numbers here. It's being annoying, harassing forward siege workshops, and now it's Jordan's turn to forward. Is putting an outpost, just keeping an eye on what antics Mr. Bean might be up to. Should be that Mr. Bean gets that castle down. Oh, another castle going down for Jordan. Nice one on the hill there. 24 elite skirms for Jordan. Make that 25. Looks like it's going to be elite skirm versus elite skirm. But of course Jordan's got the 3rd armor upgrade now, whereas Mr. Bean's only just about getting the 2nd, so can't really take any fights here. Jordan can't really push too much anyway with the castle there. He's going to need the BBCs coming forward and the Treb. And he does have forward siege workshop, so looking good for Jordan here. Mr. Bean might struggle. He doesn't really have the superior economy either. Look at that food and gold count for Jordan. Absolutely massive. Ballistics not in yet for Mr. Bean, on the way. That's a lot of BBCs. 4 BBCs and a Treb. And Jordan's getting the 3rd armor upgrade for infantry. I don't really see many halbs left. So I wonder whether they're switching into something. What's he getting? He's getting forced levy. Might be thinking about getting 2-handed swordsman. Of course, with this upgrade, certainly help his cause. Yep, it's getting forging as well, so he's going to get the attack upgrades as well as the armor upgrades for the infantry. And he's slowly pushing. He's going to get rid of a lot of production buildings and houses as well. Lots of BBCs. Alright, so it looks like he's going to go for the infantry upgrades. It means that he doesn't need to spend gold on it, he can just spend food. Forced levy, the unique tech for the malay. Lots of barracks going down. He's getting BBCs as well, quite a few of them here. And yeah, Mr. Bean's actually in trouble here. There's not much he can do, just doesn't have the military numbers or the upgrades compared to Jordan. The switch coming through for Jordan's going to cause a lot of problems. Jordan knows that he's in a really, really good position here now. Going to be a big fight, but I think Jordan has the numbers here. Not much Mr. Bean can do. Mr. Bean's going to lose a lot here. Bit of splash damage there. Oh, that's a some nice BBC shots there. A lot of splash damage. The blacksmith goes down for Karambit. Desperate to get some houses up. Okay, Jordan not rushing anything just yet. He's getting a lot of man-at-arms together with iron casting coming through. Mr. Bean has done well to expand both on the left and the right. The military numbers he's really struggling. He does have more villagers now than Jordan though. Economy wise is certainly going to help his cause, but this tech for the Malay forced levy means that Jordan doesn't have to spend any gold for his main unit choice, the man-at-arms. I'm sure he'll upgrade these soon enough. Jordan will lose that treb, it seems, to the elite skirms. Yeah, the BBC put down a killer blow, and now it looks like Mr. Bean's going to push forward actually. Look at that gold count for Jordan, 4,000 gold. Insane. He's going to go forward. Lots of man-at-arms there. Not deciding to upgrade them just yet. Jordan. That's a lot of man-at-arms. And they're going to chew through those skirms like anything. Looks like trouble for Mr. Bean. And yeah, Mr. Bean is down to 12 military. There's really nothing he can do here. Looks terrible for Mr. Bean. What do you even try to do against this? Insane. The eco really early on in the game really helped Jordan's economy and ability to fight here. Oh, many man-at-arms. Mr. Bean selling wood for gold. Might be too little too late here. What a score count as well. Insane. Getting town patrol. Good measure. Thalassocracy, elite Karambit warrior coming in for Jordan. Elite Karambit, he doesn't even have any Karambits. and cannoneers coming in from Mr. Bean. Certainly help to get rid of these man-at-arms. No two-handed swordsman for Jordan. It looks like Jordan might be looking for a switch to Karambits. He knows he's way ahead. And although having said that, I mean the village account is not too off for Mr. Bean, 80. Definitely going to be able to hold off with these hand cannoneers. Good switch. Just like in the early game, Jordan lost his central portion. Now Mr. Beans lives in his central portion of his base. Lots of farms here. Go for Jordan. 70 farms! My god, look at the eco for Jordan. Absolutely insane. 2.5k food. 4.5 almost of gold. He's got how many castles? I think it's like 3. Yeah, 3 castles is going to really spam out Karambits. You can see. Holy moly. That's a lot of Karambits. A lot of Karambits coming in. A lot of Karambits. With the BBCs as well. And looks like Bean's going to expand. It's going to send 2 more further TCs there on the left. Wouldn't probably seize that actually because of the Watchtower Foundation. I'm not sure he's... No, he hasn't built it of it, so he's placed it but not built it, so I don't think he could see that. Looks like Bean's going for hand cannoneers, but little does he know there is a massive army of Karambits. Jordan's Karambit army here. That's a lot of Karambits. Pretty much just produce Karambits at will here. Look at that food and gold in the bank. Doesn't even have any villagers on gold, but he didn't need to spend it because of course he went for the man-at-arms food only cost. A lot of Karambits. It's going to be fun to watch when they move out in a massive army. Yeah, I think they're on their way. They're on their way out. For some damage. Oh, he's going to get another castle, a 4th castle to produce out of. He is at 170 pop, 30 more pop available for Karambits, elite Karambits. Another castle now, and this position looks crazy for Jordan. Look at that military number. Oh my god. Wait, what? It's insane. 145. That's 140 Karambit. Oh, I just heard people die. I think Jordan killed some villagers. Make some room for more Karambits. Insane. 165 Karambits. Elite Karambits. And producing out of 4 castles. Look at them just like a swarm of ants. A swarm of ants? Or something. A colony of ants. That's it. Colony of ants. God, they're gonna flood things. What's Mr. Bean doing? He's gonna stonewall. Oh my god, with hand cannoneers. He's really turtling this up. Wants to try and delay things for as long as possible and get his eco back, but he's only got 10 extra villagers over Jordan, and Jordan has a ridiculous number of Karambits. I think he's got 55 queued up, and he's got 200 already made. This is going to be insane. Absolutely insane. That's a lot of Karambits. I'm just waiting. I can't wait until I go forward. It's got a good number of BBCs behind this as well. And look at that food count. 4k food. Army of Karambits. I don't think playing the game he'd be able to select all this in one go. I think you've got a maximum of 60 units you can select. He's going to have to control group them or something. Wait. He killed all his villagers. He's going full Karambits. Jordan's got 0 villagers. He's going full crazy Karambit production. insane. He's going to have 400 Karambits. That's crazy. He's got so many Karambits. I don't think we've seen this number of Karambits before. Yeah, this is insane. He's actually going to go for 400 Karambits. Well, actually, he's got a couple of pop space taken up for the bombard cannons. But 4 Karambits. Mr. Bean's going to be up for a rude awakening. He stonewalled everything, though. But good thing Jordan's got the BBCs. Should be able to make his way forward soon. There's so many Karambits. It's like the calm before the storm. It's all quiet. Nothing going on, and then BAM! Heck of a lot of Karambits. Selling the wood for gold. Both are abusing the market. Jordan sending the BBCs forward just to see what's up. And this is quite smart actually, because he's going to snipe the outpost so that Mr. Bean doesn't know what's happening. But little does he know, there are going to be a swarm. A crazy army of Karambit warriors. And here they go, they're going to charge down that hill. And they're chatting to each other. Yes. No. Now the TC's going to go down to the BBC, and Mr. Bean's probably going to see... Oh, Mr. Bean says no, cannon. He thought that Jordan was going to go all the way for the two-handed swords, but it's not. It's going for the Karambits. And they're going to be able to get through, and yep. They're in, they're in, they're in, they're in, they're in, they're in. Charge! That's a lot of Karambits. Oh my god, there's so many of them. He hasn't even got all of them. There's still loads back at home. And they're just going to swarm and take the space over. Absolutely insane. I can't wait to see the timeline for this one. What do you even do if you're Mr. Bean here? Like, what can you do? There's just so many Karambits. Doesn't really seem like you can do anything if you're Mr. Bean, losing everything here. 309. Look at the bar at the top. 391 military. Of course, Karambit's only taking half of population space, and the villagers are going down for Mr. Bean. Insane. They're knifing down the buildings. You gotta feel a little bit sorry for Mr. Bean here at this point. And yeah, these Karambits are just gonna swarm around everything. Insane. Jordan says New Flemish Revolution. It's worse than that, it seems. It's just these Karambits are everywhere. And there's literally nothing that Mr. Bean can do from here. He's gonna have to run. I mean, he does have quite a lot of hand cannoneers, but I mean, game's pretty much over here. Just a matter of time. Oh, well, Karambits are going to take care of these villagers, these farmers, all dead. Mr. Bean's down to 37 villagers. Jordan only has, well, 0, obviously. He deleted them all. And I think at this point, well, I think we've known for a while now, Mr. Bean just has no option but to resign. Because what do you even say to all of this? I mean, the bombard cannons will be able to get some splash damage against the hand cannoneers. Yeah, this is over. This is so over. Jordan's Karambits army wins the game. He's going to try and get us around, I think, on the hand cannoners. Just need to back him into a corner and he's done. Mr. Bean, looks bleak, my man. Look at the Karambits, so many of them. Hardly lost any of them, really. So many still left. And Jordan's buying some food. Not that he really needs to at this point. And these hand cannoneers are going to go down to this swarm of Karambits. Jordan heading back, actually, deciding not to take that fight. It's going to be a matter of time, forcing him into the corner. 335 military to 57. Absolutely insane. Mr. Bean going to try and get as much value as he can, but looks like a game over. And yeah, he's got the Karambits around the other side as well to surround the hand cannoneers. Just a matter of time now. And there's the GG, well played from Mr. Bean. And Jordan takes this with 403 Karambits. Absolutely insane. Let's check out the timeline showing. Look at that. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane there. Check out the military score. Ooh. We've got crazy KDR and buildings. Quite a good number of conversions for Jordan in the earlier part of the game. Look at the resources collected. 35k food and 20k gold for Jordan there. Got all 5 relics as well to keep that gold income coming in. Awesome game. Guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Take care and see you on the next one.